Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? Today we're using the amazing Oracle of Light and Dreams again with the art that is so fantastic. It just makes me so happy. And in Toyland, which I love, this is one of my favorite cards because it says, take time to play. Imagination, your creativity, joy, spontaneity. This card really represents play in the imagination and all the creative forces that are engaged when we participate in playful activities. You know, there's a few things in life that are more joyous and beneficial than the pure fun of play. Games, recreation, it's definitely essential in like childhood development. They provide children with opportunity to use their creativity and develop their imagination, physical, cognitive, emotional health. And I feel like the great joy of play, fantasy, and imagination is that for a time we're utterly spontaneous. We're free to imagine anything. And in such a state of just being and that pure state, no thought is unthinkable and nothing is unimaginable. And this deck came at the best time because I just started watching The Rings of Power last night. And everything about the Rings of Power and everything about the dragons, you know, the pre-Game of Thrones thing, I'm all about all of that. My imagination just soars, and it helps me when I'm creating jewelry. It helps me when I am writing. It lets me see all the possibility, just the colors, it's just sky's the limit. So let me give you like a feeling that I had this morning. I woke up and it's cool out for the first time in days. It's like really, really breezy and fantastic. It's in the low 70s and I was so excited. I'm like, I'm going for a walk. I'm going for this. And I was listening to, and I absolutely adore this reader, the Autistic Mystic. And he was talking about Sagittarius and he said, you know what? You are now, recognizing patterns and showing the universe you're going to go about it a different way. You're not going to be reactive. You're just going to be calm. Case in point, I keep getting all these crazy bills from the gym and then it locks my PayPal and then I have to unlock it. And I said, I'm just going to call them up and see what the heck is going on because money just was subtracted from my account too. So it's not like they're trying to bill me and it's not working. So I just called up and then I got all the answers and find out that, you know, it will remove it and then it'll return it back to my PayPal, but it's not actually going through the gym. And one of the overage for the larger numbers was that it was late fees because none of the stuff was going through initially. So it's like, it's as easy as that. So I only have like one payment due that I just have to do in person. And instead of getting all spun out and being like, oh, this thing, I'm canceling this membership, blah, 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 blah. I was just like, let me just call up and find out what's going on. So the Autistic Mystic was saying, when we show the universe that we're not going to be reactive, that we're not going to be all, you know, blowing things out of proportion or let it linger in our mind, we're going to take steps towards rectifying what is happening. This is very Virgo energy, very Libra energy. Like, let me just see what's going on. Research, let me talk to the people, you know, and the powers that be and see what's up. And it's no big deal. And that made me really happy. So I was able to move right back to this, just being creative and having fun. But it also talks about road warriors, bravery, change, trust, vision, and achievement, right? Taking a leap of faith involves stepping outside of our comfort zone, you know, with the belief that you can make big changes to improve your situation in life. These changes may involve new locations, a shift in your personal or professional life. A leap of faith requires a belief in yourself and a trust in the vision that what you're aiming to achieve and willingness to face the fear to get there. I know that I've been so proud of myself over the last couple of days. I said, as soon as I drop them off at college, I'm exercising, you know, I'm putting in a couple hours of just walking and being in nature and thinking and creative and talking to the universe and getting excited and jamming out with my spirit guides and saying, you know, what's high vibe, because I do want to initiate certain changes. I know patterns are such like, they're sheer buggery because they just grab us and try to throw us back into this is really comfortable, do this, go to the same shops, do the same thing, make the same types of things, do this, watch the same shows. It's like, no. There are things missing in your daily repertoire that could really help you. A little more research, a little more meditation, definitely more exercise. Just do it. And then you start to formulate that new pattern. And you're also saying to the universe, I want to make these changes and I'm going to be brave and I'm going to get out of my comfort zone. And the universe goes, aha, Look at them. They're putting in the effort. They're recognizing there is an awareness now that there is a better way to go about it. And so the universe jumps on board by rewarding you with feeling better, with seeing things through an optimistic lens, to supercharging you. And that's what this road warrior is. It's like, let's supercharge them. Let's get them excited about their day and what they're doing. No more humdrum, no like la la. It's like, let's do this. I'm excited. Which brings us to butterflies. Transform your life. This is about acknowledgement, bravery, choice, overcoming change. I love it because in this painting, the fragile blue eggs and the delicate, vibrant monarch butterflies are really symbolic of change, of growth, and the power that can be found in transformation. Because when we reshape our lives, we go beyond the way that we currently live and behave in order to create a better life for ourselves. Just what I was saying about spirit recognizing, oh, they're aware of these patterns and these patterns totally blow and they're not getting anywhere. Usually it's like a half and half. I've noticed with my clients, they take a couple steps forward and they're like, yes, I'm doing this. I'm feeling good. Something then can trigger them and they will fall back into old habits and patterns. Me too. Like sometimes if I'm just like, another case in point, I woke up full sink of dishes, full garbage, full recycling bins. I'm sorry, I have an 18-year-old son where that's one of his jobs. Like it's just to take the garbage and that out. And then I recognized, hey Mel, you know what you've been doing when he has gone in his room and gone on his trainer to exercise. You've been taking that out and you've been doing that for days and days. So you're kind of showing him, hey, this is my job now. So what you need to do is speak up. We can't assume anything. So don't get pissed off and don't get like, hey, I guess I'm the garbage man now. Hey, you've established that you're willing to do this without any kind of, problem. So all it takes is to say, hey, could you take this out? Because every time you've asked, he does do that. Again, showing that we're ready to transform and reshape how, going beyond that assumptions. Because it's so easy to make assumptions, right? But transformation involves figuring out what is important to us. For all of us, I definitely know that it's a connection with like our true path purpose, right? And what makes us feel good and vibrant in life. I know one thing, if I have a hope, is that I always wake up with some sense of wonder and awe and massive gratefulness and gratitude for what I have in my life, and that every member of my family is healthy right now. Like there's nothing going on. Everybody, school's going good, work's going good for all of us. So I'm like, thank you, universe. This is amazing. And I feel like the power of choice to make positive changes is in your hand, and you're going to do this. You're going to take pleasure in your transformations. You're going to look quiet and consistent, but it does take some sort of acknowledgement of, I can initiate change here. This needs a little tweaking, whether it's, if we get stressed, we eat too much, or too much gossiping, or, getting caught in Netflix loop for like hours on end. I know I always bring out all my jewelry, and I bring out a lot of stuff when I'm doing that, because I'm like, if I'm going to have a marathon tonight, I also want to make this and do that, because it reminds me, get up and move too, and stretch and do all that. But this whole spread, you guys, is about you initiating this beautiful change and positive change. You're going to be able to assess, observe, modify, and change really beautifully, because life doesn't get better just by chance. It gets better by change, and you're the one that's going to be able to do that. So my gorgeousness, thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys. If you guys are new, don't forget to press like and subscribe, and thank you guys so much for your beautiful comments and tuning in. I'm always so excited when I have new decks and they have new beautiful rich insights. I just get really excited about them, because to remain curious and happy and have gratitude towards life, that's the beginning step, and then we can forge all these wonderful changes day by day. Honestly, I'm setting new patterns for myself, and I feel really good, because physically I was like, oh yeah, I'll go to the gym later, I'll walk later, I'll do this and that. And then I was like, dude, I took a flight of stairs in the mall, and I was like, are you 150 years old? Like, what is happening? I started to stop, and I was just like, I had to stand and recover. I'm like, oh man, I'm like, this is not how we're going to commence our life. So, then just initiate change. Small steps too, because we don't need to overwhelm ourselves by any means. So you guys are the absolute best. I hope you have a great weekend.